Welcome back. This is Si Wing Yi from the Yi Real Estate Network. I'm a government VA foreclosure expert. And today I'm going to share with you some amazing investment opportunities and something is too good to be true, but it's true. All right. So again, VA foreclosures, the best kept secret for real estate investing. Okay. If you are a real estate investor out there, if you have at least 2 years of rental property experience, this presentation is for you. All right. So sit tight, relax, and let's go through this short presentation. All right. The first property I have for you, well, the only one I have for you today's presentation. This is time sensitive. Okay. When you look at this property, this is a duplex in Temple, Texas, right? I'll be transparent. The address is right here, right? It's a duplex. We don't know the exact the price yet, but very, very soon, in the next few days, maybe a week from now or less. But I would guess this duplex is probably around $375,000, located in Temple, Texas, which is around 45 minutes north of Austin Metro. Temple, Texas is very fast growing. It's a suburban growth. It's growing in one of the best growing markets. All right. Now, this property is a duplex, as you know, right? Your experienced investor, for those of you who are watching, when you buy an investment property that are higher than a single family home rental, okay, Fannie Mae lending guidelines for investors is such that you need at least 25% down payment to buy a small multi-unit or beyond, right? So far, so good. All right. So your 25% down payment plus closing costs plus 6 months PITI, principal, interest, taxes, insurance. That's typically how you qualify as a real estate investor. All right. So this property looks new. Okay. Is 3 bedroom, 2 bath, around 1,300 square foot per side. There's two sides, right? Duplex, two rentals in this one house, as you know, right? So 3 bedroom, 2 bath, around 1,300 square foot per side. My estimation is going to rent for maybe 1,650, maybe 1,750. But regardless, this VA foreclosure property, again, instead of putting 25% down payment, you're putting 5% down payment, no PMI. I'll explain that later, all right? So this is an amazing deal that you will not find anywhere else in the country, okay? Able to find, if you're able to put 5% down, if you get this property, you're not going to have a high cash flow because you're only putting 5% down instead of 25% down payment if you're as an investor. But hey, look, you can at least probably can get a break-even cash flow. That's a good starting point because you're saving so much money. You're buying one rental property with 5% down instead of 25% down payment. So this is truly amazing, right? You agree? All right, let's go on. This is so great, very rare, right? Very rare. You can buy this kind of property. Okay, this property is not on the market yet, but it will be soon. It's listed on this website, VRM website, right here. So let me see what it is. Yeah, it's coming soon. Multi-unit is built in 2023. It seems like brand new. This is a amazing, brand new, almost brand new property. You will see the interior. It's just amazing. As you can see, the total square footage divided by 2. There's no HOA. So let me see what else we need to look at. I took the liberty of looking the rentometer. Rentometer is one of the best website to I subscribe to this website, by the way. I'll pay I forgot how much I pay per month, like $35 per month. It tracks the within a 2 or 3 mile radius, how many properties are being rented at what square footage. So everything matches. All right. So again, and look at because the VRM government website is not live yet. I mean, we don't know the details, but I took the liberty of click into homes.com, and homes.com shows the interior of this property. No list price yet, but I suspect it's going to be around 375K. We'll know that very soon. And the homes.com shows not only the exterior, show the interior. Very nice. Looks like brand new, isn't it? Almost turnkey. I don't know. May not be turnkey. In the end, if you win the bid for this property, if you go down the path of making an offer and all that, yeah, you may require a couple of $1,000s of cosmetic repair. All right, that's coming out of your pocket as an investor buyer. That's fine. All right, so let's continue. See, look how good it is. It's just wow. It's just like moving ready. Very rare you get this, A class asset class in a fast-growing area in Central Texas, with what just do the math, 5% down payment multiplied by a little bit less than 400K. We're talking $20,000 down payment. 20,000 down payment plus maybe $5,000 of closing costs. We're talking 25,000, maybe a few $1,000s of repair, less than 30 grand. You can get into as an investor, you can buy this property instead of needing 25% down payment, which is like $80,000 total out of pocket, right? So she's saving tons of money, and just amazing, amazing. And the neighborhood comps are in this duplex, like I said, is around a little bit less than 400K. So there are neighboring duplex close by, kind of very, very similar, right? The comp. I found this through Google, as you can see, and homes.com. And of course, this is a government VA foreclosure, right? Ex-Army veterans who bought this kind of property with 0% down VA loan, and they, for whatever reason, 2% of them, a very small percentage of them are they they allow their property to be foreclosed. Why? I don't know. So anyway, this is me like 40 years ago when I was in active duty, U.S. Army, when I was very, very young. Uh, so that pretty much that's my background and above and beyond everything else. Again, so the recap is with a VA foreclosure in which if you qualify, 5% down instead of 25% down on a small multi-unit. So why Department of Veteran Affairs VA foreclosures are different? Because because they are, right. They for the reasons I just told you. This is a off the radar pricing. The mainstream media are totally not aware of this type of investment opportunities. I've been doing this for 20 some years. I hate to use the word expert, but I've been doing this for 20 years. I help a lot of regular investors who have 2 years of prior rental property experience to buy these amazing off the radar government VA foreclosures, right? So, and with this special financing, it's called Vendee financing, but I'll tell you more later. All right. So many of these homes I'm promoting are newer construction. I mean, of course, I picked the right properties. Look, in this VRM website, there are around, right now, there are about 1,000 government VA foreclosures across many housing markets in the US. But of course, I'll pick the right one based on my experience and etc. All right, so I picked the right market, mainly Florida and Texas, my primary market, but I could go beyond that, right? Because, like I said, I have so much experience helping investors and of many of my regular investors, my turnkey mom and pop investors over past 20 something years, they bought traditional turnkey rental properties through my network in many, many markets. So suffice to say, I can't, I can't see anybody else have the intimate knowledge and experience and track record that I have to help you to maneuver through this unique purchase system. Okay, so my 20 years of track record, I went through multiple market cycles. As you can see, I'm not going to go through too much. You can pause the screenshot. It just digests my screenshot, but let me go on here. So this VA foreclosure, every market is different. Every market has its own economic, rental, and whatever, right? And these are the exit strategies. When we work together, if we work together, right? and I will go over your unique buy box, your exit strategy, and we can determine whether we have a right fit to work collaboratively together, regardless of where you live in the country. Physically, I live in the San Francisco Bay Area for many, many years, but I do everything out of state, long distance, yeah, in the right market, in the best markets, right? So, so this kind of vehicle closures, once you close escrow, whatever market, whatever your strategy is, then we have the several strategy for you, right? You can buy and hold, you can use burst strategy, you buy, renovate, uh, refinance, repeat. This is a very, very popular strategies that we all been accustomed to, especially experienced investors out there. You know what burst strategy means, right? We can do a fix and flip, not really short term. You can use my particular system, fix and flip. I would say maybe flip within 2 years, depending on what market. We'll talk about that later. We can refinance. You can do a co-living rent by the room model. This this VA foreclosure system is not one size fit all. Ultimately, depending on your exit strategy, depending on your buy box, I can help you adapt your unique strategy to fit your needs. But at the end of the day, you're doing it using 5% down government via foreclosures. Does that make sense? So I'll go through very, very quickly. This market, Cape Coral, look, a lot of these markets, I personally own rental properties in the past or still do currently for the past 20 something years. And I have coached and mentored hundreds and hundreds of mom and pop real estate investors, mainly from California, but throughout the country, throughout the whatever, right? Anyway, so Cape Coral, Southwest Florida. This is a could be a burst strategy, could be a fix and flip, could most likely long term. So we'll talk about the strategy in the future. Okay, Jacksonville, Florida. Again, we have a lot of experience selling regular, traditional, new construction turnkey rentals, but government foreclosures in this market, this kind of system, I can help you. When you buy in this area in Jacksonville, Florida, I could help you when you close escrow to convert the property into a co-living rent by the room model, so you can get some amazing returns. More to on this later. And I'm very, very familiar with all these markets because my team, my property managers, and all the relationship I have created over many decades, we have system, process, and procedures in place for my team to help you long term to create strategies for you. So government foreclosures have a number of opportunities on this in this area, in this great market of Texas, Houston, DFW, and Tampa, and a few other places. All right, so a lot of things, although yeah, it's overwhelming. Yeah, there are 1,000 VA foreclosure properties are listed on this VRM website, which is available to the general public. It's in the multiple listing service, but look, it's very overwhelming, right? You gotta know what you're doing in order to pull the trigger to buy VA foreclosures in certain market. And of course, I've been there, done that. All right. So when I pick a very small percentage of inventory, obviously, right? Uh, so the kind of metrics, the kind of system I use, I buy the nearly turnkey newer construction types. Okay, as you can see, minimal repair costs, uh, break even to cash flow, and all these reasons. All right, and exit strategies, like I said, right, there are many exit strategies. It's a income property is multi-dimensional. Okay, and every market is different. Okay, I've been there and there. I've been helping hundreds of investors do this kind of deals all these years. Okay, and this is not mainstream. Very few people have knowledge about foreclosures, right? No, listen, this is not a housing crash situation. Okay, foreclosures are still very, very minimal compared to the historical level, right? So, real estate is doing fine. Is a very normal market right now. But anyway, let me see what else. So yeah. Of course, you have to understand your risk and due diligence and do your research accordingly. All right, so I match the property to the market, not the market to the property. Okay, and this is my contact information. So to recap, today's opportunity is this amazing, almost new duplex. Why a ex-veteran allow this great property to be foreclosed? I don't know. Okay, we'll never know. But at the end of the day, this week's property I highlight by this presentation normally is a single family home. These via foreclosure properties or single family homes, but very rare you get a something other than a single family home like a duplex or triplex. This is rare, and even more rare when you find a duplex, as in this case, located in a great, very up and coming, fast growing, emerging in a market, in a path of growth in the suburbs of Austin Metro. And you can cash flow, great property, great future growth. It's just amazing. All right, so that's the recap. The recap is instead of doing traditional 25% down payment, you do 5% down payment. But of course, it's not that simple. I can help you make a bid. You can bid through the Vendee financing, 5% down. You have to bid directly with the VA. Compete the bidding wars, not significant bidding war. You're bidding against 3 or 4 or 5 other investors for this kind of highly desirable properties. But I show you all that. Again, you bid for the property. If your bid gets approved, then you get the financing through the Vendee financing, 5% down. As a regular investor, you need 2 years of property investment experience, rental property experience, 2 years. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much it. So if you're interested to learn more about these opportunities, if you think you qualify, you're committed, you like to work in a collaborative approach, and contact me directly. My information, as you can see, so we can do a complimentary consultation. This 15-minute consultation is very, very simple. I mean, after this consultation, that I know whether you are the right fit. Your goals and are in alignment with this kind of strategies that I'm just proposed to you. All right, there'll be more opportunities coming down every week. I have different type of opportunities for real estate investors out there to take advantage of this the best government, best kept top secret. So anyway, so if you receive any value whatsoever from this video, please like and subscribe and comment on this video. And also, furthermore, be nice if you could put your email on my database, on my website, the Year Real Estate Network below, so you can become a free member of our real estate investing community. I have several thousand members in my network that receive free real estate contents into the email inbox on the weekdays in the morning. So you can learn more, to get educated about not only VA foreclosures we have available, but regular investment properties that we talk about. All right, thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. This is Si Wing Yi from the Year Real Estate Network. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.